Hi, my name is Kuldeep Singh. Let's discuss about the SQL. So what is SQL? SQL is a structured query language developed by IBM in mid 1970s and standardized by NC, American National Standard Institute in 1986. It also pronounced as SQL. The relation model defined two root languages for using a relation database, relational algebra and relational calculus. So it is based on the relational algebra and relational calculus. So let's move to the next one. So what is SQL? RDBMS as a structured language, known as structured query language to retrieve, add, modify, and delete data while interacting with the database. So SQL is designed as a tool to access and perform operation on RDBMS. All the insert, update, delete, grant, revoke, create, everything can be done using the SQL. Let's move to the next slide. So as it's SQL is a tool. So what tool can do? So let's have a data definition language. Okay, so create is a data definition language. The first one. With the help of this, we create object like a table, procedure, function, packages, sequences. So we have given example: create table, table name, and the attribute name, and their data type. It is a simple syntax for creation of object. Let's move to the next slide. DDL. So second is a alter. Alter, as the name says, is used to modify database object or structure like table, procedure, function, or packages sequences. And the structure is alter table, table name, and just add. We are adding column over here, so we have put a add and data dob date of birth. It's a attribute name and the data type of that attribute. So let's move to the next slide. For drop, the next detail drop. We did create, we did alter, now we are dropping the object. So used to delete database object or structure like table, procedure, function, packages and sequences. The syntax is drop an object type and object name. If it is a procedure, drop procedure, procedure name. If it is package, drop package, package sequence, drop sequence, sequence name. Let's move to the next. DML. What is a DML? DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. As its name suggests, manipulation means the insertion, updation, and deletion task will be performed by this language. So we can insert data with the help of insert statement. So while insert does add rows to a table, update does modify rows of a table. What delete does remove rows of a table. And they're just simple syntax. Generally, these are the verbs. In SQL, uh, statements are verbs. Insert into the table name, attribute name, and the attribute well. For update, you have to be careful while writing update and delete because we must write where statement wherever required. If you forget to write a where statement in update or delete, update will happen on all records, take place on all records, and delete will delete all the records. So be careful while writing update and delete it. Now moving to next slide. TCL, transaction control language. Transaction, we are moving, it's OLTP, online transaction processing. So we have a save, commit, save. To save a record we use commit, to delete a record we use rollback. Means we don't want to save that record, just roll back it. So record row changes. So record row changes are performed by DML. Once again repeating, a record row changes performed by DML on a table. But whether this DML, the records, get rollback or save. We have to roll back it or we have to save it is performed by the commit. So if we put commit after insert, it will save the record. If we write rollback, it will delete the record. So now we are going to save point. Save point is a set a save point to which you can roll back changes. If there is a save point, we have written a save point in somewhere in our procedure, then we can roll back. We can roll back our data till that save point. So move to next slide. This year data control language. So it has a grant and a revoke. Data control. Grant provides provide object data structure like table, pkg, proc access to other user in RDB. Provide objects like table, package, proc access to other user in RDB. Grant give access to user of object which is not owned by them. There is owner of object in a database. So if you are not owner of the object, then you cannot give access to the other user. If you are owner of the object of table, package, procedure, then you can give access to other user. So what is syntax? Syntax is grant select on emp to HR. Here we have given grant on emp table to HR. Let's move to next. What is DQL? Data query language. This is a select statement. This is a query. Query means we have to search something. We have to find something. That's why it's a query. This is just using the select statement we query in our DBM. So used to retrieve stored rows of a table. Used to retrieve stored rows of a table. The example is select star from emp the table name where name equal to the attribute value and is equal to the attribute. Star means retrieve all the columns of a table. From class used to specify table where class used to filter data on attribute. This was about the SQL. This short I have explained in short, taken not much time. We will also take practical session on these SQL statements. Till then,